Hello and welcome. I'm here with Cary Long, Chief Executive Officer of Verdeo Capital Group, and we were just talking, and I've got some questions around pre-qualifying for getting into and out of private money loans. So, Cary, let's just jump right into it here. I've got some questions personally, and I'm sure that our viewers do as well. So let's just go down the list here.
Let's do it.
All right, so my question number one is, do I need to pre-qualify for a private money loan with Verdeo Capital?
Actually, no, you don't. It's highly advisable.
Okay.
And it's usually necessary. There's no cost for it.
Okay.
It gives you a set dollar amount to deal with, so you know what you're targeting. If you're going out searching for something that you either don't qualify for or is out of reach, kind of wasting your time.
Right.
So it definitely improves your bargaining power, and it defines your options.
Okay. So the key here is it defines the options by knowing what these numbers will allow me to do.
Correct.
Okay, very good. Okay. And then how do I go about that process? So let's just say that I know I need to do it now, okay, to be able to find out what I have the ability to do. But how do I go about that?
Well, first off, most easily it's complete the loan application on our website.
Okay.
Now, if completing the loan app on the website is not a comfortable thing for you to do, or you want to try to handle it a different way, just give us a call.
Okay.
You can call one of our representatives at 916-580-1240.
Okay.
The info that's needed is really basic. It'll only take a few minutes to complete. At a later time, we'll get some more in-depth information if necessary, and we'll let you know if that's needed.
Okay. All right. Well, that sounds pretty straightforward. So, okay, good. Well, let me throw a curveball. What if I've got a little bad credit situation? It could be a short sale, foreclosure, bankruptcy, some kind of blemish from back in the past, maybe a medical deal. Tell me about that. What if I have bad credit? Does that disqualify me?
No, not at all. Although credit score is important and it's considered, it's less of a factor in a private lending situation than an institutional situation. There's adjustments that can be made, adjustments to the terms, the rates, the down payment, the loan to value. There's a great deal of adjustments that can be made for that, and we understand that that's why you're considering private funds. Otherwise, you'd be walking into an institution and obtaining a much lower rate. This is kind of a Band-Aid. Okay. And it's to help get you through the correction process of whatever challenges you're faced with.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So whereas I might not have qualified for a conventional situation before, it's more than likely that I'd be able to qualify with private money in this situation.
Right. There's a little bit more to this. This is an equity type of lending, so there's more security to the transaction, which allows us to be more flexible. And we're also going to look at the exit strategy. If you've got poor credit and poor credit scores right now, what's it going to take to get you to be able to get out of this loan? Our goal is to see that you can conclude this process and get into a better loan. Okay. We love payoffs. We love to see the loan paid off. It means we made a good decision up front, and it was a good investment quality loan for the investor that's actually putting the funds out.
Makes sense. It's a win-win for everybody.
Correct.
So, sounds like there's a lot of options around this. So it's all very situational. So give you a call. Okay. All right. What are the prepayment penalties? Some loans have prepayment penalties, others don't. What's your general experience with the loans that you fund?
Well, typically we don't have prepayment penalties.
Oh.
Generally our policy is that we want to see the loans get paid off, and we don't feel that a borrower should be penalized because they had the fortune of having enough funds or improving their credit situation. It's kind of a reward thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So definitely typically no prepayment penalties. Okay. That's really within our policy.
All right, very straightforward. Very good. Now, how long would it take to move through the process and actually get the loan closed?
Well, there's a lot of different factors that come into play with that. Normally it's 7 to 10 days. There's some outside influences. If it's a purchase transaction, you're going to have an escrow company, a listing agent, a selling agent, a seller moving out. Okay. And then also the borrower as far as the return time on requirements that we're asking for, documents. So it has to do with borrower participation.
Okay.
But if participation is there, good communication's there, we'll have it wrapped up in 7 to 10 days.
Wow, that's pretty fast. I'm sure there's other inspections and all that other good stuff that the borrower want to maybe consider doing. So it seems like 7 to 10 days is aggressive. Sounds like that's very fast, but it's also very doable.
Typically faster than you'll need it, but usually when private money comes into play, the borrower's already exercised going through the institutional route, and now it's become a rush. So at times it's a mad dash, and we're up for the challenge. So 7 to 10 days. All
right. Okay. Very good. Well, that wraps it up for me. So, folks, thanks so much for watching today. And if you'd like to get in touch with the team over at Verdeo Capital, feel free to even call it 916-580-1240. Again, Cary Long, Chief Executive Officer.
Thanks for viewing today.
Yep. And you can also catch them on the web at www.verdeocapital.com. Thanks again.